A hotel manager bans President Trump's fundraiser in a luxury lobby. But Trump's bold comeback sparks a debate that changes everything in minutes. President Trump, the leader of the free world, strides into the Grand Sapphire Hotel in Washington, D.C., surrounded by his security detail, ready to host a major fundraiser for his 2025 education reform initiative. The lobby is bustling with hotel staff and guests, but all eyes turn to Trump as he approaches the check-in desk, expecting a smooth setup for his event. He's there to rally support for his new policy pushing for school choice, a hot topic, stirring debates across the nation. But before he can even ask about the ballroom, the hotel manager, Everett Langston, steps forward with a stern look, holding a clipboard and delivers a bombshell that stops Trump in his tracks. Everett speaks first, his voice firm but professional. "Mr. President, I'm sorry, but we can't allow your fundraiser to take place here. The hotel has a new policy banning all political events effective immediately." Trump's eyebrows shoot up, his hands already gesturing as he processes the words. He turns to Everett, his tone sharp. "Excuse me, you're banning my event. This is a fundraiser for education for the kids of America, and you're telling me I can't do it?" Everett doesn't flinch, standing his ground. "Yes, sir. We've had too many disruptions from political events in the past, especially with the recent protests over your election reform policies. It's for the safety and comfort of our guests." Trump waves his hand dismissively, his voice rising. "Safety, comfort. This is an attack on free speech, folks. The worst kind. I'm the President of the United States, and you're telling me I can't speak to my supporters in your little hotel? People are watching Everett and they are not going to like this. Believe me." Everett crosses his arms, his tone steady. "With all due respect, Mr. President, this is a private business. We have the right to set our own policies, and we're not budging on this. Your election reforms have caused enough chaos outside. Protests, counter-protests, you name it. I can't have that in my hotel." Trump leans in slightly, his voice booming now. "Chaos. You want to talk about chaos? Let me tell you something, Everett. The only chaos here is your decision to shut down a perfectly good event. I've got donors coming. Big donors, the best people, and they are ready to support our kids, our schools. You're stopping that. You're stopping progress." Everett fires back. "I'm stopping trouble, sir. Last time we hosted a political event, we had to call the police because protesters blocked the entrance. My guests couldn't even get to their rooms. I'm not risking that again. Not on my watch." Trump points a finger, his tone sharp and commanding. "You're making a big mistake, Everett. A huge mistake. I've been to hundreds of hotels, the best hotels, and none of them ever pulled this nonsense. You think you can just ban the president? I'll sue you. I'll sue this whole place and it'll be the easiest lawsuit I've ever won. Believe me." Everett doesn't back down, his voice calm but firm. "Go ahead and sue, Mr. President. The law's on our side. Private businesses can refuse service for events like this, and we've got every right to enforce our policy. You can't force your way in here." Trump's eyes narrow and he takes a step closer, his voice dropping to a more serious tone. "You think you're smart, huh? You think you've got it all figured out? Let me tell you something. I've dealt with people like you before, and I always win. Always. This isn't just about your hotel. It's about freedom. People have a right to hear me speak, to support my policies. You're stomping on the Constitution, and I won't stand for it." Everett shakes his head, his tone unwavering. "This isn't about the Constitution, sir. This is about keeping my hotel running smoothly. Your policies might mean freedom to you, but to my guests, they mean disruption. I've got families staying here, business travelers, people who just want a quiet night. I'm not turning my lobby into a battleground for your election reform debates." Trump throws his hands up, his voice echoing through the lobby. "Battleground. You're the one starting a war here, Everett. I'm trying to help the country. Make it better, stronger. My education plan, it's the best. It's going to give parents choices. Real choices. And you're standing in the way of that. You're standing in the way of America's future." Everett counters quickly. "I'm standing in the way of chaos, Mr. President. Your election reforms have people riled up. Some love them, some hate them, but either way, it's a mess out there. I can't have that mess in here. My guests deserve better." Trump smirks, shaking his head. "You know what your problem is, Everett? You're scared. You're scared of a little noise, a little action. I've been dealing with protests my whole life, and I never back down. Never. You think a few angry people outside are a problem? That's nothing. You should be thanking me for bringing attention to your hotel. Everett's tone sharpens. Thanking you. My hotel's reputation is on the line, sir. I've got a business to run, not a circus. If I let your event happen, I'll have to deal with the fallout. Protesters, media, maybe even violence. I'm not taking that risk. Not for you. Not for anyone. Trump crosses his arms, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Oh, you're a real hero, aren't you? Protecting your precious hotel while the country's future hangs in the balance. Let me tell you something, Everett. I've got the best lawyers, the best team, and we're going to fight this. You think you can stop me? You can't stop me. I'll find a way. I always do, Everett responds, his voice steady. You can fight all you want, Mr. President. But my policy stands. You're not holding your fundraiser here. Period. You'll have to find another venue. And I suggest you do it quickly before your donors start asking questions. Trump's tone shifts, becoming more calculated. You think you're so clever, huh? Let me ask you something, Everett. Who's paying you to pull this stunt? Because I know how this works. I've seen it before. Someone's got to be behind this. Someone who doesn't want my education plan to succeed. Who is it? The unions? The Democrats? Tell me. Everett blinks, caught off guard for a moment, but he recovers quickly. No one's paying me, sir. This is my decision and mine alone. I don't care about your politics. I care about my hotel. That's all. Trump waves a hand, his voice booming again. I don't believe you. Not for a second. You're hiding something, Everett. And I'll find out what it is. Mark my words. I've got the best people working for me and we'll dig until we get the truth. But fine. You want to play hardball. Let's play hardball. He turns to his security detail, motioning for one of them to step forward. Get me my legal team on the phone right now. We're going to look into this hotel, this manager, everything. Everett watches, his expression unchanged. Do what you have to do, Mr. President, but my policy isn't changing and your event isn't happening here. Trump turns back to Everett, pointing a finger. You're going to regret this, Everett. You really are. I came here to do something good, something great for the country, and you're standing in my way. But I'll tell you what, I don't lose. I never lose. I'll find a way to make this fundraiser happen with or without your hotel. Everett nods, his voice calm. I wish you the best of luck, sir, but you'll need to do it somewhere else. My staff will escort you out if you'd like to leave now. Trump stares at Everett for a long moment, then lets out a loud scoff. Escort me out. I'm the President of the United States. I leave when I want to leave. But you know what? I've got better things to do than argue with you, Everett. I've got a country to run. A great country. The best country. He turns to his team, his voice commanding. Let's go. We're finding another venue, a better venue, the best venue. This place, they don't deserve us, folks. They really don't. With that, Trump strides toward the lobby doors, his security detail following closely, leaving Everett standing by the desk as the crowd watches in stunned silence. If this moment got you hooked, don't forget to subscribe to Legendary Stories for more gripping moments that keep you on the edge of your seat. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Trump's clash with Everett? Let's keep the conversation.